Hi, it's Disney Girl back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So today we're going to be continuing the Moana limited time event, which is called Find the Way. And so far, we're only a few days in, but we have managed to collect 2 new characters, which is Gramatala and Cinna. And now we're working on collecting for Moana's dad, who is Chief Tui. So we're going to be getting our first chief into the kingdom quite soon. We're still collecting for him, so today we're going to be working on that and hopefully getting him into the kingdom. Now, I don't think he's going to be that difficult. He should take you maybe 1 to 2 days at most to collect for. But first, the evil queen. Yes, all is prepared. But wait, nothing must be overlooked. Here are the next steps. For the poison to seep through, place the corset and comb beneath the cloak of midnight black for 8 years. No, I will not wait. Quest complete. Potions 101. I will have my revenge before season's end. Yikes. 8 years. Well, that would have been quite something in the kingdom, having her work on a way to poison Snow White for 8 years. That'd be a long time. Now, here are the requirements for the chief. We need his staff and his ears hats. Now, right now, I don't have very many. We also need 40 of the flowers that we collect from the little island crabs that are walking around the kingdom. They're actually quite cute. They're not kind of spooky or anything like some of them have been in previous events. Doc, that's the cricket, that ticket. Swinging that pick is gonna be easy as gooseberry pie. I'd wash too, but Snow White don't mind us waiting till after work to do that. That's when we're dirtiest. Quest complete. Hup, 2, 3, 4. Besides, I got 6 other dwarves to wake up, and that usually takes me a spell. Happy and me get up early, no problem. Supposing I ain't misplaced my spectacles anyhow. And Sneezy, why, most mornings he snores himself clear off the edge of his bed. It's the other 4 that are harder. It takes as much work to get them ready for work as work does. Rise and shine. Send Doc to the cottage to wake the other dwarfs. So this is the secondary storyline for Snow White here, and that's actually really cool. So this event is the first time that we're getting any secondary dialogue from actually all the characters from Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. Now this is really cool because this is giving me a chance to collect some characters that I didn't have before. For example, I didn't have the evil queen, so she is a new character in my kingdom. Now she spooks me a bit. I'm almost wondering whether this is just as terrifying as having maybe Maleficent in the kingdom. But yeah, like she's making a potion there right now and it's pretty intense. Achoo! Why, I never thought I'd be so sneezy this morning. Not sneezy, just regular sneezy. Suppose that's what I get for telling Grumpy to get up so loud, though. He threw a pillow right in my face. Quest complete. Rise and shine. I ain't even tried to wake up Sleepy yet. He schedules his own keep. But the other way around. Well, the men are all ready, but they ain't the only ones in the house. I'd better have a talk with the princess. She's gotta be on the lookout for wicked wiles while we're away. And there's been all kinds of willy wickedness about too. Not just the queen, but all kinds of other snitches and shorelocks. If I didn't have to show courage for the princess's sake, why, Why, I wouldn't have hardly any courage to show. House call. Send Doc and Snow White to talk in the cottage. That is going to take 8 hours. Wow, that's craziness. That's a long time. Alright, but anyways, they are off to do that, so nothing really to see from them. Now, I will be leveling up some characters too that are part of my main storyline today as well. I don't know how many kind of things are going to be continuing with the dialogue from that, but we'll have to sort of wait and see. There's always a chance when you level characters up that you're going to get dialogue. So here we go with Boo, who is the last character from Monsters Inc. that I needed. Hi, Boo! Boo is now level 6.
Look, and silly.
That's so cute. She's actually adorable. I love every time you click her and you're trying to choose a quest that she like rocks side to side. Here's Captain Hook. Tick tock, tick tock. Captain Hook is now level 7. That cursed Peter Pan won't make a fool out of me ever again. Wait until we actually get Peter Pan in the kingdom. That'll be a shocker. Actually, I'm surprised I was able to level up Captain Hook so quickly. Because, like, I haven't had him very long. Snow White!
Now, Doc, it's ever so sweet of you to be worried about me, but I'm sure I'll be quite all right. After all, why, think of how much brighter and lovelier this place has become ever since we first arrived here.
Princess, why, couldn't have read it letter my, let it setter my, well, I guess I really couldn't have. Quest complete, house call. That ain't never stopped me from trying, though.
There they go, to work again. Oh, they're such dear little men. I always wait a little while outside their cottage before my animal friends and I start keeping house, just in case. Oh, huh? Why, there he is now.
Who? Her prince? What? One more for the road? Send Snow White and Dopey, to say goodbye again. Oh, I get it. Okay, that makes more sense now. So Dopey is come back for a second and final kiss, hopefully. We can't really see them doing it there because of the concession stand. No! Oh well, that happens sometimes, but that is a quest we can definitely see anytime, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so Grammatella, actually, she's a paid character for this limited time event, or one of them, and she's actually been quite useful. Actually, she's ready to level up. Okay, but she's basically just collecting the ears hats for Chief Tui. Now, I think the difference with having her and not having her is probably going to be quite significant in terms of what you're going to be able to collect first. So, for example, I'm like at 9 of 10 right now for the ears hats, and I don't think that would have been possible had I had Grammatella. Now, obviously the chief's staff, like I'm finding that's a little bit more difficult to collect, but I think it's really just because the characters have longer quests to do. There's no 2-hour one, so it's just 4 and 6 hours for the quest. So Cinderella has been extremely helpful for that. So that'll be really great for a lot of the newer players out there, having Cinderella to do that. So, I mean, it's not far off. Like, I mean, the ears hats versus the chief staffs, like, it's not that much difference, but definitely I know I'll have the ears hats before I collect all the staffs. So just something to keep in mind, if you don't have Grammatella, then that could definitely affect it. Now, the parade float just dropped me the last ears hat there, so now literally it's just waiting for the chief staff. So hopefully all 3 of the characters, when they're done, they all drop it, and then Chief Tui will be ready to go. Look at that. Now the thing is the currency, 2,500. If you're not checking your kingdom like relatively often, then that might become a little bit of a problem for a lot of people, is that like you need to send your characters out, especially the ones that are getting the currency right now. They need to go out for shorter time periods, and you need to check your kingdom more often, again, to get more currency. So it is a little bit easier to push the storyline along for this event and then not have to wait. So for example, if like you pushed it along as far as you can, but you don't have the currency, that definitely can slow you down. So that's sort of the best way to kind of get a nice sort of jump on the event, and then you should be able to stay on top of it for the rest of it. It's just really when you don't have a good strong start, I find, to the event with currency, it can make it a little bit more difficult, or at least challenging, just to sort of, you know, make sure that you're sort of on track with everything on time. I'm not saying you won't finish the event. You can definitely finish the event. It's just more you'll be waiting for certain things, and that's not always the best when you're trying to just, you know, be on top of everything, especially if you have things to do in regular life. LeFou is now level 3. Oh, now I get it? No, wait, I don't. He's actually super new in the kingdom, actually from the last tower challenge. And here is Shere Khan, another extremely new character in my kingdom. Took me ages to get him to level 2, though. Well, this is a surprise. And I still can't get my voice deep enough for him. Oh well. I'm aware there are some characters these days that I just do not have the voice impressions for. There are a lot of them I do, but there's some I just can't quite get. So, I mean, I always make the attempt, but yeah, it's a little bit sad sometimes when I'm like, oh, I didn't get one voice impression this whole video. That was very good. Oh, well, at least I had Boo, I guess. That worked out well. And maybe Snow White turned out okay. But, I mean, other than that, yeah, I don't know if I have anything super duper special for the Moana event, but you guys will have to wait and see.
I hope you have a lovely day too, Dopey. You will work hard for your friends today, won't you? Well, as long as you can help make them laugh, that's all right too.
Quest complete. One more for the road.
Dopey makes all of his friends so happy, and that means he makes me happy too.
Oh my gosh, so much dialogue. Alright, men. Before we get to our duties, let's have a roll call. Happy here and happy to be here. Well, I ain't. Well, of course you ain't happy. You're grumpy. Gosh, now I'm confused. I think that's enough roll call for one day. Let's wake up Sleepy and get to work. Early morn till night. Send Doc and Sneezy to inspect gems in the mine. Send Bashful and Sleepy to drive the mine cart. Send Grumpy and Dopey to dig up rubies in the mine. Send Happy to dig up diamonds in the mine. So there's a lot of mine stuff going on right now. Now, this is kind of brutal. They all have these quests, and I have to do them all before I can get the next dialogue. And if you guys have been following along with me, you will know that I'm now missing just one of the Snow White characters in the collection, and that is Grumpy. Probably the most challenging character in the game, or at least he was the most challenging in the game to actually collect for. So this is going to be interesting. I need to open more Snow White legendary chests if I want to continue the secondary storyline. Fix It Felix Jr. is now level 8. I can fix it. I can fix it. Yes, with your magic gold hammer. Actually, his welcome screen is totally amazing and was one of the more exciting ones from the Wreck-It Ralph event that we had. It was actually pretty amazing. Actually, I'm not sure if I want to call it Wreck-It Ralph event or Ralph Breaks the Internet event. It was more the Ralph Breaks the Internet event, to be honest, because we still haven't got all the Wreck-It Ralph characters from the first movie, which honestly, I really want to have in this kingdom. For example, like Turbo. Come on, we gotta have him at some point. And here is Timon, and he is now a level 4. What can I say? I'm really good at this whole intrepid adventurer thing. Since Simba booted Scar off Pride Rock, Pumbaa and I have been the official aides to the king. Talk about your sweet gig. What does an aide do, you ask? Plenty. Food tasting, joke writing, waterhole bubbliness testing. Did I mention food tasting? My schedule's so packed, it's all I can do to get in my 3-4 hour naps on most days. It's brutal, I tell ya. Cat nap. Send Timon to chill out at the Circle of Life. Wow, 3-4 hour naps. And that's with bedtime too? Jeez. Wow, rough life for the meerkat. He's super cute, but my goodness. I think he just likes to eat and sleep. He doesn't like to dig holes like most meerkats, though. That is true. He likes to live above the ground, where it's sunny. So this is definitely a good place for him for sure. Because you know what? There are no holes here. That is for sure. Except maybe holes in my character collections at the moment. But that's about it. Now, the Evil Queen is a character that I'm going to be trying to level up. Obviously, she will not be maxed out by the end of the event. There's just absolutely no way. So, usually during these limited time events, I try and get the secondary sort of collection there that helps out. I try and max it out. That will not happen because I didn't have, like, all the characters and stuff like that to begin with. But that's okay. Obviously, if I can get her maybe to like a 4 or 5, then that should be good. But at the moment, like, I haven't even got her to a 2 yet. So, yeah, we have still yet to see her welcome screen and everything. So I'm really excited for that. But her character tokens are just not dropping. So, I don't know. And then on top of that, too, a lot of the dwarves and stuff like that, they go out for quests that collect currency. So obviously that takes priority. Wandering seeds have appeared in the kingdom. Tap them to spread springtime. Okay, we can do that. Now, where are they is the question. They're probably going to be quite small. Oh, there's one. Whoa, they move fast. They move super fast. So let's take a look, guys, at how many we actually need here. All right, so it's 10. It's 10, and my guess is it's going to be every 4 hours, which is good for sleeping because you can just set your timer for 4 hours, and that will work out quite well. Now, obviously, the island crabs are every 2, but that's not, like, horrible if we wake up every 4 type of thing. That'll be okay. And when we actually participate in these leaderboard events with the limited time event, we get some pretty sweet rewards like radiant chests and currency. So definitely it's worth trying to do well in this one. Rafiki is now level 8. It is time. I'm gonna have to work on this collection a little bit closer to when the Lion King movie comes out. The live action one. So yeah, got quite a bit of work with some of my collections coming up. Alright, so here is Chief Tui. I've collected everything for him, including the currency. I've actually got like over 6,000. Well, not anymore. Almost 4,000 now. So I have to wait an hour to bring him into the kingdom, but then that means that we can go ahead and push the storyline along and try and get our very first attraction for the event into the kingdom. I don't think that's going to be in this video because I'm assuming there's going to be like 1 or 2 rounds of dialogue before we build it, but you never know, maybe there won't be, but I'm pretty sure there will. We'll sort of have to wait for that though. Alright, so basically in the meantime, it's currency, crabs, and now the, wandering seeds of springtime that are actually super fast and they're super hard to find. The one thing though that I did find a little bit helpful when I was trying to look for them was when you find the island crabs, actually they tend to sort of be around the same area as each other. So for example, like I found a lot of mine hanging around the Space Mountain area and stuff, my island crabs and my wandering seeds. So I think that made it a little bit easier. There's usually one rogue one that's just sort of somewhere super tricky, but I mean for the most part, if you want to kind of, you know, at least get 9 of them, they should all sort of be roughly together. Now again, they move super quick, so you got to be on the ball there for tapping. You can't have slow reactions, that's for sure, on these ones. Otherwise we'll be behind an attraction and they'll be gone for a bit, which is alright, but yeah, not really. Alright, so guys, I do have one chest here that I'm really excited to open. It will not be in this video, but it's going to be a gold chest. Now, why would I be excited about a gold chest? Because the Dumbo parade float is inside. So that means that I can work on trying to get that before I unlock the Dumbo collection. Now, I am spending 25 gems on a radiant chest here. And let's see. Ooh, we got the palm tree bench. That's our very first decoration to do with the event. Yay! This is awesome. And we got Chief Tui's ears hat too, I noticed there. So I think he'll definitely be ready to go to a level 2 once he's brought into the kingdom now. Super helpful. So let's go ahead and place it here. I'm going to place it sort of where I have my like Moana concessions and stuff at the moment. So I don't know, somewhere here I guess it's fine. Alright, now let's zoom in and take a look. I really want to catch one of the kids like wearing the shell hat and then eating the grilled pineapple and sitting on the bench. But I don't know if they're gonna have, you know, all 3 of those things, and I'm actually gonna catch them to do it. So yeah, we'll try, but I haven't even seen any of the kids wandering around my park with anything at the moment. So yeah, they haven't even worn one of the cool hats or eaten the grilled pineapple. I don't feel like they're very popular concession stands right now. I think they're just too new. I think we need the attraction to sort of bring those kids in, lure them in, and get them to sort of test it out. It's unfamiliar, and they look totally different. That's the one thing about these concession stands in this event. They look so cool and totally appropriate. Like, usually they look pretty cool, but I mean, these are just like on another page. They're amazing. So much detail and totally different, and I think they look amazing with the event for sure. I noticed with the Princess and the Frog Limited Time event, they changed them quite a bit as well, but it was nice to sort of see the island theme and stuff, because they didn't have to do that, but they really kind of went out of their way to do it, and they didn't kind of make them the same as Lilo and Stitch, which is what I thought they were going to do, but they didn't, so they kind of went a whole new direction with that, so I'm actually super happy that they did, which is great. So now we're going to check on a few things before Chief Tui becomes available, but obviously I still have to send out characters, lots of characters. Now obviously I'm still working on my Aladdin collection. I'll be working on it a little bit through this event, just because I'm assuming the tower challenge that is going to come after this, which being Aladdin. I know we still have like a month to worry about it, but at the same time, if you guys have some Aladdin characters and they're like low levels, just try and work on them here and there. It wouldn't hurt to sort of push them along, and I don't think they really conflict with any of the character drops and stuff like that, like anything to do with the event. They're not in the secondary storyline or anything like that, so everything's pretty simple that way. So I don't think you're gonna have like that much to worry about. Like, you might have some stuff with maybe Mickey and Goofy. I think there's a quest they do together for one of the Aladdin character tokens, but like really it doesn't conflict, at least at this point, with anything. So I would say go for it. And yeah, I mean, especially if they're lower levels anyways, you'll be able to probably collect before it actually starts interfering. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, as long as, you know, you're sort of keeping up with it, if you have those characters, obviously. All right, woo, look at this, guys. We have like 30 seconds here, and obviously the last 30 seconds is free, a very cool feature in this game for sure. there's Moana! Bye, Moana. Here's the chief. Tui, I didn't think you'd have made landfall this early. It's good to see you, but is everything okay? Since our daughter developed the habit of sailing off before finishing her sentences, I'm never sure. Is everything okay here? It's a long story. Quest complete. Welcome a village chief. Oh, why aren't I surprised? Yay. Kakamora? You mean those little pirates from my mother's stories? From Moana's first voyage? Cinna, if those things are here, if the darkness has spread here, this place can't possibly be safe for our people. I feel the same way, but I have to make sure there isn't anything worse out there. Anything that might follow us back to the fleet. Stay here. Here be those ... question mark? Send Chief to scout for monsters. Oh dear. He just left Cinna. But before I get him to do that, guys, I am leveling him up to a level 2 here. That should trigger more dialogue though. But that won't be have anything to do with the event quest. It'll be side storyline. So we'll have to make sure we click the right one. Chief Tui is now level 2. This suits you. You mean this suits you? Lots of flat open land here. It could make a promising meeting place if we're to settle in this area. It's always wise to clear a space for important gatherings, speeches, ceremonies, resolving disputes, that sort of thing. Not just anywhere will do, though. Let's get together. Send Chief Tui to locate a good meeting place. So that's 2 hours, but we want to send him to scout for monsters because obviously that is the event quest. And if you guys aren't sure, then you can obviously just close it and then go over to the tab on the side and click it from there, and that will push the quest that you want right up to the top. So just be careful which one you click, because I definitely have done that before where I'm just oh la la la, clicking stuff, and then it's next thing you know you're oh, why did I send that character out for that? Did not mean to do it. Now I know it's only 2 hours, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but since I'm trying to get the dialogue and sort of push the storyline to get the first attraction in, it kind of matters to me at this point. It's not the end of the world though, if you did it the other way around, but to get him to a level 3, we need 3 of his ears hats and 3 of his staffs. So, not too bad. 400 currency, that's not horrible. It's more going to be, obviously, the flowers, I think, that are going to be a little bit challenging. Now, I will level up Grammatala, but not just yet. A homecoming celebration. Obviously, I know Chief Tui has to be a level 2 for that, but we need to complete more quests in order to unlock it. So, yeah, not quite. We'll check, though, to see if the Chief's quest here has sort of started that whole process. At least we can start building it, but I'm not sure if it's going to be just yet. All right, the Kakamora are definitely out there, but it looks as if they're the only ones out there. No giant crabs, no fire spirits, which means if we hurry, we can make it back to the boat before anything spots us. And Tui, we've talked about this. Turning away from this problem may keep us safe for a while, but it won't solve anything. Just listen, all right? I may have thought of a better way to handle this. Quest complete. Here be those ... question mark? Right as usual, my love. Only habits die hard, I suppose. Okay, tell me what you found. My mother's tapestries? Studying a legend to defeat a legend. That could work. I thought so too. If there's some way to drive the Kakamora away for good, that would be the best way to learn it. But one thing still puzzles me. How did those tapestry pieces get here? Our people have never visited this place before. Or have they? Let's both try to find where they came from and meet back here by the next high tide. Hopefully one of us will have answers. Relationship goals. Oh my gosh, that should be a hashtag. Send Cinna to search for the tapestry source. Send Tui to do exactly the same thing. So we need to bring Cinna back first. I leveled her up sneakily. And Cinna is now a level 4. Any one of us can do wondrous things. I agree. 150%. Okay, so yeah. She's got a side quest too that I need to be careful of. I'm gonna probably get those out of the way maybe once I start building our first attraction or after that. It'll sort of depend. Like, I'm waiting to unlock now, I guess, Pua, which will be obviously after the attraction, but that is going to be the next character that we are going to be working on sort of unlocking now. So yeah, Pua is next, guys, and I will be doing a live stream for that on Friday when he's officially released to us. So I'll be doing that at 10:30, and Pua will be released at 11. So we'll be able to start collecting his character tokens and stuff for that. Now, I'm sure I will have all the spoilers sort of set up and the videos done for that in the next day or so. So you guys will definitely have those sort of like in time to make sure that you send your characters out properly the night before Pua is released to us. Because that's sort of what I'm going to be doing, is making sure that my characters have the chance to sort of get out for that very first drop rate, which actually can be super important, especially like, I mean, at the beginning it's not so much, but it's more at the end is something that we all sort of need to think about a little bit. So I will talk to you guys more about the spoilers and stuff like that in my next video once I hopefully can start building the brand new attraction for this event. Well, at least the very first brand new attraction. So thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big Mickey thumbs up. If you're new to the channel though, subscribe and hit that little bell for post notifications. Wait till the end if you want to check out my other channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.